Welcome back to another episode of I Only Listen to 90s Music. Stace and Cool Scott, how y'all doing?
What's happening?
You know me, working.
Stacey only got 10 minutes,
working,
so we hitting the whole hard. We going right into her lover in this email coming up real quick. We going right into it.
Oh, we getting right to it.
We getting right to it. You know, we got to talk about the Secret Garden in a minute as well. We you know, because that's been blowing up on the underground scene on some, you know, some speakeasy ZZ Hill type of flow. You know, it's gonna be some ZZ Hill flow at some point. But let me go and jump right into this email. This comes from S. Wilson. He says,
I want to get one to owe more people.
I hope it is. I would love it to be one-on-one people. I would love it to be one-on-one.
I hate it here. All right, go ahead.
This goes from S. Lewis, and he says, Stacey, you are an impeccable amount of beauty. I loved everything you all doing with the show. Your insights on a lot of different topics are about everything. I sent you a friend request on Facebook. I have not gotten a response yet, but I still want to email and send this through. I'm sorry, go ahead, Stacey. You want to give it?
I said, no, that sounds accurate that I didn't respond to a friend request because
Stacey got him sitting in that holding cell. I don't know you.
I don't know. It's always.
And he probably got no friends in common. Where it's like you.
I'm paranoid. I swear, I will sit there and be like, "Who sent you?" And it's funny. A girl sent me a friend request the other day. And I'm like, who is she though? I don't know her. And we got like 8 mutual friends. All the mutual friends are on the up and up, but they're kind of random. And I'm like, who the hell is this? I don't know her. Didn't accept the friend request. End up having to check my DMs later. And I see I have a message, you know, a request on that side. It's her. And she was like, hey, mama, you are beautiful. Wanted to know if you wanted to join my secret freak group. No, I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't accept your friend request. This is what my life is. This is my life. This is my life.
S. Lewis, you may need to, but he has actually a good question. Let me finish the email. It said,
what is it? What?
So
what do you want?
Hold on, let me go back to this email. He says, love your insights on everything that's going on within the show. It makes me think about a lot of when it comes to R&B. You all show is really, really rocking. Found you all through the Omar Wilson episode on YouTube and reached out to Stacey once again to get with her and see how beautiful she is in person. But my question is,
forward me that email.
Okay. As y'all talking, I'm gonna forward it to you, Stacey.
Right.
So it's so he goes, what R&B singer from the 90s in a group would you all have wanted to slept with?
Garfield from Shy.
I mean, I can see that. That's a yeah, I can see that. I can't even hate on that.
Done. Garfield from Shy. That was gonna be my man. We were gonna be together. I also take Romeo from Immature for $200, Alex.
Oh, so he's the backup. Romeo's the backup.
Yeah, definitely. I was out of that Romeo from Immature as well.
So Romeo's the backup.
Yeah. Who else?
Everybody was the backup besides Marcus.
Yeah. It could have been me and you, Scott, at that point. I mean, I don't understand what they did for real.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Dalvin, Mr. Dalvin.
I was just going to say Mr. Dalvin.
I'm sorry. Mr. Dalvin from Jodeci. Garfield from Shy. Romeo from Immature.
Dalvin just released some music too.
Why?
Because like, it's funny when you were like, you don't have to do nothing. I'm like, oh, that's Dalvin, because Dalvin ain't do shit in the group. But
I'm saying, why is Dalvin dropping music? Why?
I don't know. I just saw a link the other day, and he was posted.
I mean, I know I read that somewhere, and it flashed.
The traditional R&B look, sunglasses, looking up to the sky.
Yeah, but it flashed past me. But I thought it was like a lie. Like, I thought it was like something I saw, like, you know, you scrolling, you reading something, you like, that's a lie.
Dalvin, you just really known for just being in the group.
And being the most attractive dude in the group.
Devontae was the producer, and Casey and JoJo were the singers.
And Dalvin can drum, I guess. I'm not a drummer to know if he's that good.
Yeah.
To be able to say if he's that good or not. Like, I don't know. There may be other drummers who are like, oh, he sucks.
Play the hell out of them drums.
All right, Scott, what about you? What about you?
Me, from the 90s.
It's got to be a group, though. He said group. So it can't be Toni Braxton, nobody like that.
All right, group. Damn. Honestly, man, I had a big crush on her too. Iris from 702.
Okay.
Bad,
which one is Iris? The one that died? Oh, no,
well, she had the twin. She was a twin.
Her twin had.
Yeah, the twin died. Yeah, Iris.
Okay, so the one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Iris.
The one that's alive still. That's still in the group.
Yeah.
I would advise anybody to not look up 702 performances on YouTube.
Don't do it.
No, they're bad.
I could.
No, like
Have you seen the Unsungs episode?
Man, look here. I love 702 too.
Yeah.
And it was before the Unsung, they started trying to go out, and they needed like a year of them just kind of getting together cohesively, like practicing, or even 5 months, 3 months. I feel like somebody was like, yo, we're gonna give y'all 10 grand to come out for this show. Y'all gonna show up. And they figured out, try to figure out some choreography and everything.
Yeah.
Just bad. Nobody was only one that was fit. The only one that was ready to go was Music's baby mama. Was it Kamisha? The dark skin one. She was good to go. She was popping. But the other two sisters or whatever, nah.
Yeah.
I want to throw in an honorable mention is another one. So because of my age at the time, sleeping together was not an option. Like we literally been sleeping together. But as far as he was gonna be my boyfriend, Hakeem from The Boys.
Oh, okay.
Me and Hakeem, it was 1988. Me and Hakeem, like I was gonna.
Was it Down My Heart that got you, or Crazy?
It was
backflips on Lucky Charm.
Oh, Lucky Charm.
It was actually a little romance is what did it. But to this day, I know that album backwards and forwards, right? Y'all don't know nothing about Happy, who was the saddest little girl around because her boyfriend moved to another town. It was a huge.
Is that when Chris Tate was in the video?
Right.
Oh, the wrist tape was in the video.
In the Happy video, Lorenz Tate's there. That's the boyfriend who moved. Is Lorenz Tate.
Little 12, 13-year-old Lorenz Tate.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to peep that.
So, wow. Good, wholesome songs about just liking a girl and holding a hand. And at 7 years old, that worked for me. Well, I mean, hell, it'll work for me now. But hey, look, you want to hold my hand? I can.
Like 30 years later, it still works.
It still worked. 30. You want to hold my? I mean, you want to come hold my hand? That's fine. We can do that. Walk me home. It's cool. I'll carry my books.
I'll wear your jacket.
I got the same needs. Ain't shit changed. I got the same needs.
For me, mine was Tanya Kelly from Jagged.
Which one was she?
Yeah,
light skin one that had the long braids.
The real light.
I started to say her.
Yeah.
I didn't know her name.
I wanted to be her. Like watching the video and being like, man,
yeah.
I want to look just like her. That's
what she look like now.
They try to make a little comeback, but the problem is, I believe is Joy Marshall is like the main singer for Rod Stewart. So she'd been on tour with him for like 20 years.
Oh, she jamming.
Yeah, she making paper with Rod Stewart.
That check is consistent.
He was like,
yes.
Don't walk away. It's just for the culture.
Exactly. Because she's making good money with
Rod Stewart.
With Rod Stewart, man.
It's consistent, and you bitches ain't finna fuck it up. Trying to don't walk away. No thanks. Not me.
And then my honorable mention is Oni Pounder from Nothing Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what their names are.
She was the lead singer in Nothing Nice.
Okay.
The brown skin one.
Got it.
Oni Pounder in Nothing Nice was Nothing Nice.
Oh yeah, my honorable mention is Cindy from Invo.
Invo, that's a good one. That's a good, and I wanted to do that one. That's a nice traditional one because her being in Juice. Because
Yeah.
that was just, that set you off in Juice with her, like, and if you look back at it, she was doing statutory rape.
Yeah, that's like she like young high school dude.
Because he was like 16 and 17.
Yeah.
Q was 16, 17. She was a grown woman working at a hospital. So we got to think she's already graduated college.
Just kicked the nigga out.
That she was married to. So she's been married.
They was married.
And got a college degree. Why is nobody talking about that statutory rape in the movie?
Mm.
And maybe she was a CNA. Maybe she got a 2-year degree. I don't know. But the way they had her looking like she was in the ER, like she was like in the thing was still rolled in. You know what I'm saying?
They're saving lives.
Exactly. So that, yeah, those are mine, man. Those are mine. So we got one more email. This one comes from Sandy. This is actually from the YouTube page. She says, "Love you all's interview of Omar. What do you all think another great remake would be for an R&B song?"
I kind of want people to stop remaking shit.
Oh, that's an answer.
Like,
Yes.
I
songs, yeah. I
don't want you to remake anything. Like,
Because I don't think the flavor is the same. Like, it sounds corny when I hear even somebody like taking the beat or somewhere the course of a song. Like, it sounds corny to me when I hear it.
Yeah.
We can all agree there are some amazing remakes that are out there.
Yes,
right?
100%. Shout out to Omar Wilson. His was good. Yeah, like, I came from.
Sometimes there's just a really good remake, and sometimes even if you just take a little piece of something, like, it can be great, but sometimes you gotta leave shit alone. I don't know, because I mean, how do you come up with that? How do you think of, you hear a song, I would love to hear somebody else sing it.
Like, they voice match this. They voice kill this.
Somebody else need to get into this. No, I don't know.
We ain't got none.
What's funny is my mind went to, there's a song by Beyonce. Well, Beyonce is known for it. It's called Resentment, right? I fucking love this song. I freaking love Resentment. But she didn't write it. Posh Spice wrote it. So it's actually a Posh song.
Really? Wow, I didn't know that.
Posh Spice wrote it. Jasmine Sullivan has a version of it. And you would think that Jasmine's version would be, because I mean, it's about a man cheating on you, right? And you just being resentful about, and all that. But it just really works for Beyonce. Again, 3 people have touched it, but it just really works for her. And even though her voice isn't as strong as Jasmine's, it just works. Jasmine's doesn't, I don't know. I can't explain it. Again, Jasmine is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
But again, sometimes things are just fine the way that they are. Like, I don't think it don't need to be done.
Would you consider Jasmine Sullivan Let It Burn as a remake, or is that just kind of like interpretation? Because like, I look at Jacquees' song, I guess, what was the song he had, In My Bed? Isn't that basically that'd be an interpretation as well?
It's like an interpretation. No, all of them were they're not interpretations. They are saying, like I said, I think Jasmine, just kind of like how with Butterflies, like, it's the Floetry song, but then we all know the Michael version.
Yeah, but that's
the Michael version is better though.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel like with a lot of R&B now, especially with most of the chicks, like the young chicks, like, cause I'll hear it and then you catch yourself singing along with it, cause she done ripped the lyrics from John B. She's singing, "Don't worry about what people say." You start singing along like, damn, why the hell do I know this song?
You don't even recognize that it's a rap song that did that to me before. JP did that to me.
With Thomas?
When I would give it to me. When the And so first time I hear it, I'm like, why do I know this? Why do I know? And it took me a second, like, I think it took me a couple of weeks to finally figure out where the hell I'd heard it from. I hate that. Like, hey, write it. Tell us in the title that you stole a line or something. My ass in here. Or Janet Jackson. Funny How Time Flies.
That'd be actually a good remake.
That's the end of that ain't shit but Lady in My Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who else does that? 702 in Places ain't shit but that too. Like it's a lot of
Mm-hmm. It's Luke.
Look, hey, do some shit on your own.
But funny How Time Flies, that actually be a good remake though. If somebody could do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could work. Like, what's the age on a remake? How old does a song need to be before you can remake it?
I say 15
10.
plus.
I'm saying 10.
Plus,
I'm saying
plus.
10. You got to have at least a decade.
10 plus.
I mean, I think that that goalpost is getting pushed forward more because I feel in the 90s it was 20 years. Like nobody was remaking songs from the 80s and the 90s.
Well, no, you use a lot of computer love samples in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going back to what Stacey was saying, more like direct, like
well, yeah,
being remade. It had to be from the 70s.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess Jacquees and all them. I mean, they remaking it. And, I mean, you're talking about songs from the 90s, so I guess it would be almost 20 years. So I mean, I guess it did. I mean, maybe I just don't feel right because it's my time. Yeah, maybe I don't feel like because it's my time and it make me feel old.
Yeah, that part. I don't want to hear. I mean, hell, when what's the little white girl, JoJo, when she redid Weak, and even though it's not a bad version, it's like, hey, but that song wasn't that old. Calm down.
Yeah, that's 93.
Yeah, you wasn't there, JoJo.
Probably born it. My official answer is leave shit alone. That's my official answer.
It's the famous words of Carlos Miller, quit touching shit.
Hey, have y'all seen this Toni Braxton versus Mary J. Blige fakes versus?
Man, I thought that was real for a second, the way the picture was looking.
I looked at my notes and I realized I had my notes. I was like, I forgot to tell you on the pre-show. I'm putting that in now. So I just threw that in on y'all, but let's go.
I saw that picture until I realized it didn't have that logo.
Toni did an interview, and she said in her interview, they asked her about doing the verses. And she was like, well, I don't know. She's like, I'm a 90s girl. You know, my style's a little different. If I did verses, it'd be against some other 90s girls. It'd be Mary J. Blige or like a Mariah Carey.
Right.
People crazy in comments, like, Toni, she needs to stick what she, I'm like, I said, okay, pay attention to what she's saying, though. She's fully aware what her time was and the type of music that she was putting out. Yeah. I'm like, and if you compare her hits, let's put it out there, that first album is hit.
No, she's got 10. She's got 10 on that first album that's gonna run.
That whole album alone.
The first album alone, she can just hit next. Just put next on it.
Just put it on shuffle.
That's right.
I mean, she's got 3 albums that could get her 20 songs easy.
This is what I'm saying. So she's good. And in comparison, the thing is with Mary had more upbeat stuff because she was a hip hop soul situation. But at that same time, though, there's still that realm of time. So, because who else was around at that time with Toni that could go? So she's not, as far as what her competition was during that era, she's not wrong. But people, again, everyone talks about when verses come up, it's 1, do they got 20? And then 2, they start thinking about, oh, so-and-so can out-sing so-and-so. Nigga, they ain't singing live. They just playing their track.
Yeah, it's not a talent thing. It's a hit for hit.
No one understands still how verses works. So, like, as far as, like, hits-wise, I mean, and yes, Mariah has a ridiculous amount of hits, but
are they, my thing is, I know people say that she's got hits, but are they songs that you want to hear now? Like if I heard them in a verses, I'd be like, "Oh, that's dope."
A good amount of them, I say. I'm not gonna say all of them. Everything but that Glitter album.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mariah shit that I would still. I mean, I I don't own anybody's album, but I don't necessarily stream Mariah, but there are, I listen to Brian McKnight, Pandora all day, but it's plenty of Mariah shit that plays, and it's all that go. So she has plenty of slow songs, even from that first album when she was with Tommy Mottola, right?
When they were trying to make her pop, they trying to make her JoJo's. You just bought JoJo.
And, after that, she talked to somebody that was talked to some of her homeboys that was black and started switching it up a little bit. But even with that first album, I mean, it's hits on that shit.
No, it's hits on that first album. Yeah, Can't Let Go, Vision of Love. It's just some joints on there. It's some joints.
Right now, I'm trying to think of, and like I know it, but I can't. And then even with and after that, Dream Lover, and then
you some more fantasy.
Even with fantasy, right? So
is fantasy got to be her biggest hit, right?
Besides the Christmas song.
The Christmas song. I do not fuck with that song. I don't get it, y'all.
I just say because
I don't understand.
You hear it so much every year. You just hear it. I think I heard it the other day. Like, I'm serious. I think I heard that song the other day.
Just on a random.
It's crazy.
So I mean, this Toni Braxton, like. And they're actually smart in the marketing. I like the way they're making it look like it's a real versus, and it's just really two DJs that when you really dissect the flyer, you know, it's just two DJs battling songs back and forth from both artists.
Yeah, because it was a page. They did a DJ did he did a Janet Jackson versus Mariah battle.
I mean, that's the only one that can happen for those two artists.
And then he did his own. He did a Sade versus Anita Baker battle.
Yeah, the Janet Jackson's and Mariah is the only one that can. Like, I don't think that either one of them can compete. They're too higher grade, I think, than music, song, and hits for each other. And then it comes down to strategy. What songs, 20 songs they gonna each pick because they got more than 20.
Janet goes back way too far. That's
the only thing is though, Janet can really dig
Control
it.
Came out with 86.
But I'm saying Janet did got that pleasure principle, and nigga, fuck the battle.
That's 85.
Yeah,
it was
85, 86.
Right. I'm doing a Cabbage Patch. Fuck with Mariah playing.
Then Rhythm Nation, then Janet, then Velvet Rope.
Before you even get to Velvet Rope. Before you even get there.
Yeah.
You gotta think the first 3 or 4 albums of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So between Control, Rhythm Nation. What's that?
You ain't even at all for you yet. When she went back to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Control, Rhythm Nation. What's the third one?
Control, Rhythm Nation. Janet. Sounds of a Decade. Songs of Decade, which was a greatest hits.
That was like a greatest hit.
But it had 3 or 4 tracks on there that would end up being singles.
Yeah, Runaway.
Yep. And then you had Semi's Love Group on there. Then Roadburn. Roadburn, was it Roadburn?
It's all kind
Velvet Rope.
Velvet Rope. But Roadburn is on Velvet Rope.
Yeah. Then All For You.
Yeah. So like first, Control and Rhythm Nation. Well, that's albums that had many tracks on there. So I mean,
Control I think only had 10.
Oh, you probably only got 10 tracks. But yeah, them first 3 alone, you good. Like once you get into what's All Right? So it's all right, and then that's all on Rhythm Nation.
That's on Rhythm Nation, yeah.
Right. So what you in the All
Pleasure Principle
and Miss You Much.
And When I Think of You is on Control.
So it goes from when she really blew up, because she had 2 albums before that when she was just dibbling dabbling. It goes Control, Rhythm Nation, Janet, The Velvet Rope, All For You.
I'm saying, yeah.
Then Demita Joe.
Then Demita Joe.
You don't even have to get to to already be like, what we doing here? Yeah. Like it's gonna be, it'll be a problem. Like
Janet, I think she just chilling, just ready. She just sitting back, just like, okay, just let me know who wants to battle, who wants to play.
Janet don't even know y'all doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. She has no idea that y'all are doing any of this shit.
Janet has 7 chart-topping songs on Control out of 10.
This is what I'm saying.
7 out of 10 were top 20. Control, nasty, what have you done for me lately? Pleasure, principle, when I think of you. Let's wait a while, funny how time flies.
Nigga. You
remember on what was the one? What was the one you just said? Not funny how time, the other slow one.
You talking about
Let's wait a while?
Let's wait a while, man.
That's
Come on, man. She want to give Bruce Leroy none. She had him outside shivering.
And then you go to Rhythm Nation, State of the World, Miss You Much, Love Will Never Do, All Right, Escapade, Black Cat, Come Back to Me.
Nigga. Are we at 20 right now? What are we at?
Hold on, wait. Shout out to the
All Right remix.
Shout out to the All Right remix with Heavy D.
Listen.
We have 15. That's on album 2.
Nigga.
Of the run. Then we can go to Janet. So Janet has.
That's the R&B album. That's when she got real R&B-ish.
Yeah. So then we got That's the Way Love Goes. You Want This, If, What I'll Do, Because of Love on here.
And anytime. Again. Anytime, any place on there too.
Anytime, any place, and anytime, any place. And they own the bonus 70s Love Groove.
Man.
We already had 20, and we ain't even got to Velvet Rope.
And we
got more than 20.
That's what I kept on saying. I said, you don't even have to get to Velvet Rope. You don't even have to get.
Or all for you.
And then you gotta think about what about her features though? If she throwing the Busta Rhymes joint or throwing,
Funny thing, actually, because both of them have a Busta Rhymes joint, right?
Yeah. Baby, if you give it to me.
Yeah, she can jump that out too. Those are both dope tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Toni Braxton versus Mary J. Blige, y'all, it's a fake thing. Let's keep it, don't even. Mary J. really doesn't have nobody she can go against, I don't think. Like, so her contemporary wise. I mean, I guess Toni would be good. I guess Toni would be the best one for her, contemporary wise.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
Again, it turns into that thing when you have your own lane.
But then,
had her lane. So it's I mean, Mary has the slow songs, but she also had a lot of,
upbeat,
for a reason.
And Toni really doesn't, right? Toni really got what was it? Making Me High? Is that
Making Me High and How Many Ways? Kind of, sort of.
That's mid tempo.
Yeah.
Like I said, that era of time, it would work. But when nobody fuck, I mean, it's one of those, when nobody fucking with Toni, when nobody fucking with Mary.
Uh-oh.
Stacy.
I already got my food.
Is that my man S. Lewis?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. S. Lewis just showed up. Look, just for y'all, we ain't doing this live. We're recording this. This ain't live, so it ain't like you can just know that he talking about her. Like, I'm gonna come through right now.
Like, no, let me interrupt this pod.
Let me holler at Stacy right now. This ain't nothing. So let me jump on the next topic, man, while she's getting S. Lewis together. What unsung episodes, man?
It's some little heifer hoe knocking on my door, banging on the door. And I said, who is it? And then I said, who? Well, I opened it up. She's like, I'm sorry, I got the wrong house. You sure the fuck do? Don't nobody come over here. Man.
You officially auntie, man.
I ain't gonna bang on nobody's door like that.
Oh, before you come.
No. And I ain't got no pants on, so I'm standing outside in front of my apartment with a sweatshirt on and my drawers, like,
Now, what you say? What unsung episode?
Yeah. I said, what unsung groups do we need to see on the unsung that we haven't seen?
I don't know. Wait, let me pull up the list of unsungs because I know I haven't seen all the unsungs. So
I've seen all of them, man. I was tripping off of this week.
Was there a Shy episode?
No Shy. Shy's not been on there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was thinking In Vogue.
I'm tired of hearing that story about how Dawn got an attitude. I'm tired of that story.
But I'm saying, but it'd be good ratings though. People will want to see an In Vogue Unsung. I was thinking Brownstone.
Yeah, Brownstone.
And then my last one was actually going back to my crush, Jade.
Jay definitely needs one. But but as far as male groups, Shy needs one.
Yeah.
They did High Five. They did High Five already. Hey, I know he left the group, but then they had their own little thing. What about Public Announcement?
No.
You remember when they came with the yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yo?
What was it? Body knocking.
Yeah.
Right.
And they had the other single on their next
John
album.
Doe. John Doe. I remember them creepy ass songs. Man.
Yeah, like hold on. It was a whole phone call. The whole song was a phone call.
Yeah, man.
And for y'all younger listeners, if you listen to the song, people are clicking over, creeping within the song, clicking over like, hold on, is Divine there? Hold on. He already talking to his side chick. Homeboy want to see if you can get through.
I ain't heard that song since then, man. It's been over 20 years since I
It's
heard
a music video for it too.
I never saw the video. I'm a YouTube.
It's a music video for it too. YouTube is a great resource.
You remember it, Stacey? That Public Announcement song.
I don't know if I remember the video.
Hold on. You know, Zoom has upgraded their stuff. We finna put it on now. Hold on.
Yeah, I remember Body Knocking was their biggest single.
Yeah, Public Announcement was because they do have some stuff they can talk about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because they started out with R. Kelly, then R. Kelly started doing this thing, and they came back at the end of the decade.
And they took it off of YouTube. God damn.
Yeah, I started catching up on Unsungs on YouTube, and then
yeah, they took the John Doe song. I mean, they had the song, but they had the video on YouTube at one point. They took it off. And they might have it on Vimeo. No, Vimeo.
Yep, I saw the Unsung for the boys.
Yeah.
I specifically tuned in for that one.
That was a good one.
That's a real good one. I'm trying to think some other groups. Charlie, the Gap Band, has the Gap Band had one?
I want to see hold on, Gap Band.
Yeah, I think I've seen all of them. I don't believe the Gap Band has had one.
No.
Yeah, because I don't think they fuck with Charlie. They don't fuck with Charlie, I don't think.
What do you mean? What do you mean they don't fuck with Charlie? You talking about TV?
I'm just talking, man. Because
shit.
I'm just talking shit because you don't ever see them. You just see Charlie all the time.
Well, no, the one brother died. I know that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, his one brother died. So it's only 3 in the group, and the one brother died. So you kind of, that's why Charlie was really solo at that point.
You got me looking. I'm like, is there a Charlie Wilson thing? Like maybe Charlie Wilson.
Does Tamia get one?
Who?
Tamia. If Deborah Cox got one, Tamia should get one.
Brian McKnight?
Brian McKnight has never won a Grammy.
What? Really?
Look
Ever. Not even for writing? Not even for songs he wrote?
No Grammys at all. He's been nominated, no Grammy.
Wow.
Like he was at that who was it that kept on getting nominated, wouldn't win? Will and Leonardo DiCaprio. He was at that point of like where like nigga. So yeah, he has no Grammys at all. So I would definitely do one.
Yeah, Brian McKnight needs one.
Like to see him, even and his cousins Take 6.
Ooh, that'd be a good one too. Is his brother in Take 6? Isn't that his brother in Take 6?
I know it's his cousins. His brother might be in there.
Yeah, I think his brother's in Take 6 too.
I know, like I said, I think the majority is cousins, and I think
was it one on Guy?
No.
I like
that's a good one. That's a real good one.
Yeah, I like to see one on Guy.
What about the Isley Brothers?
Yeah. They did not Earth, Wind and Fire. They did the Ohio Players.
Yeah, I mean you gotta do Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I was reading about Unsung is like they approached Stephanie Mills. she didn't want to do it because she thought it was beneath her.
Nah, that can boost. That really boosts them, man.
It does, like especially if you're going on.
They don't get it. They don't get it. Just like
they think it's like you washed up or whatever.
Yeah, and Stephanie Mills like, I got so much more of my career left. I don't need to do it.
Because look, even though E40 was never really washed up in our eyes, they did one on him, and then I think right after that, Big Sean had him on that song.
Yeah.
You know, the I Don't Fuck With You.
Yeah.
And it just introduced them to another generation.
I'm like, yeah, Stephanie Mills ass sitting around. I think she just on Twitter tweeting all day.
I swear I saw Stephanie Mills. My mom took me. She played Dorothy in The Wiz. She took me to the Fox to see The Wiz in like '93.
She was playing the Dorothy and the Wiz in '93 though. That's a problem. She had to be a good 40.
Yeah, she was there.
And playing, wow. I guess she felt if Diana Ross took her role at 40, she can take somebody else's role at 40.
Yeah.
Something in the way you make me feel looking at it. Stephanie Mills is 63.
So in '93,
she was older than that. I ain't gonna lie, I thought she was older than that.
So if she in '93, she was a good 33 then.
Yeah.
Playing Dorothy,
early 30s, a good early 30s.
But that's how that's when Diana Ross was like that age, I believe, when she played Dorothy. She was like 30 something. Mm-hmm. When she played Dorothy in the movie.
In the Blue Notes. Nope.
Oh, I mean they did Teddy Pendergrass, so I mean that kind of ain't no reason for Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes with Teddy Pendergrass already.
I think the Teddy Pendergrass one.
I'm mentioning somebody that doesn't need one, and I saw their uncensored, and I just really fast forwarded through it. Tyrese, man, that is a aggrandizing motherfucker, man. Like, no, for real. Every one of the things he was like, I remember, you know, they thought I was dark skinned because they ain't like me. You remember that, right? And everything started off with like a whole thing of like a chip on his shoulder about some shit. And it was just like, it wasn't like a thing of celebratory. It's more like, I'm the shit because of this. Yeah. Not telling his story.
Just give you my props.
Yes, just suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, aggrandize me on the whole episode. Literally didn't learn nothing about Tyrese. And I kept fast forwarding every 5 minutes because he was literally, and he was staring off looking in a third person kind of view. Like somebody that looks off as a third person, you know, like I'm going to look off into the space because I'm different. But I will do a TGT though, because I want to see how, just to see all they shit together.
I like to see one on Ginuwine. Yeah.
I've actually been going this on Ginuwine.
I'm sorry, I just got some horrible news. I got a email. I have to have a 4-semester proficiency of Spanish to graduate. I take 3rd semester Spanish starting next week, and the teacher just sent out an email. Whole damn email is in Spanish.
Oh,
like,
just throw that bad boy in Google Translate.
Tell us you can pass some quiz or something, but
I mean, I got the gist of what she said. I'll say that. I got the gist of it. But I'm like, is this what the whole semester finna be like? Because, man, no habla español.
I want to give a shout out to Omar Wilson's track, man. A lot of people been listening to the episode we have with him. Song was way better than I thought. As we said before, there's no bass on the song. We still have beef with that, at least me.
And shout out to Cisco for singing Barry White's part.
Right, nowhere close to a bass. But no, but it was still a good song.
Yeah, he gave you that incomplete Cisco.
All right, our last topic for the night. We're gonna go into this lyrics section. We're gonna start doing lyrics of songs that are ridiculous. That we did not realize in R&B songs that we were like, oh, this is dope, but we may need to revisit it. Stacey, I'm gonna let you take it away for the first one.
Number 1, worst song ever. Wait a minute, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna actually switch it up. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. The song, Sorry, You're Not My Kind of Girl.
I'm not gonna let you do that. I love that song. I've always wanted to break up to a girl to that song.
Best curve song in the world.
Always wanted to break up to a girl to that song.
It's a horrible song. It's a bad song. That woman had to go to therapy. like legit, you're telling me it's not the way that I look. It's not the way that I carry myself, but can't
That's
fuck.
not the type of girl. But the
thing, the lyrics are dope on there, Stacey. I disagree. Go ahead, Scott.
Choreography was on point though.
Oh, that choreography was on point.
Ricky hit him with that primetime shuffle.
Nah, trash.
No, that song is gangsta. He's like, yo, I just ain't feeling you on this. I don't know. I can't tell you because I'm serving your feelings because it may be your feet jacked up. And I just couldn't feel it no more. And I didn't want to tell you that.
A nice friend zone song.
Yes. That song is immaculate.
It starts off, I'm sorry. But
girl.
No, trash. But the song that I was going to bring up is an oldie but goodie. Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married. As we all know, this is the most settling ass song ever. Every woman in the world is waiting for some man to get down on one knee and say, baby, we ain't getting no younger. Might as well get married. We ain't doing shit else. Fuck it. No, absolutely not. No, who was you talking to? No.
What did he say? See, first of all, I know these so-called players wouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to be real and say what's on my heart.
What's on your heart is we might as well get married. You know,
but he said these so-called players, though.
And that was the key, though. And he said I was going to bring these so-called players. Basically saying, like, man, my taxes is coming up. You know, us as Jagged Edge, we did drop a first album that went gold. And I ain't paid my taxes, so why don't we get married if I can kind of subsidize this situation?
Boy, if you don't go to hell, nah.
Hold on, I want to go back to New Edition, My Kind of Girl, real quick. I'm putting up the lyrics, which are amazing here. The chorus is what you're getting at, I'm assuming. He said, it's not your looks, you're very pretty. It's not your style, the way you dress is oh so fresh. It's not the way you carry yourself. He getting back with his ex-girlfriend. That's all that means. That's all, straight up. That's what it means.
No, that's exactly what the fuck is happening. Write that down. No, I'm there with you. That's exactly what the fuck is happening.
They created the jealous girl.
We're finna get in there in a second. Hold on.
They created the jealous girl.
But that shit's gangster though. You put somebody down like, yo, it ain't you, it's me. That's all that song said. It's not you, it's me.
Boy, if you don't go to hell, nah.
Wound up married 3 weeks later. Man, I didn't know she was my soul.
That's exactly what the fuck happened.
Yes.
And she pregnant.
And she's pregnant. Look, I appreciate that song for New Edition. I can't ride with you on those things. That's a true player's anthem.
I hate it here. Is my response. I hate it here. Nah, that shit is trash, Doc.
All right, Scott, go to your song. You have one, Scott.
We've been toxic since the playground. We've been toxic since New Edition created like all the male, what's the word? Toxic, whatever the word
male
is.
toxicity, yeah.
But for these chicks, that's toxic though.
Well, you had one though too, Scott. Go into yours.
Which one?
The Ginuwine joint.
So Anxious.
Yeah.
Man, you could tell he was really anxious because he was screaming. He wasn't singing because he was screaming 9 o'clock on the dot. Where you been?
I don't think it was thirsty.
Yeah, hey.
And I don't throw that word out there a lot. I don't throw thirsty out a lot. Because sometimes people are genuinely interested in you, and we have confused thirst with genuine interest. No, fuck that. 9 o'clock paging you, right? Trying to see what you're doing. 10:10, bitch, where you been? Did you get my message? He even says, you said you're working. Well, hit me when your shift is over. She working 3 to 11. Okay? Ain't too many people that work 3 to 11. Either she a nurse or she working at a call center. Okay?
I'm going in the 90s, I'm going with a call center.
If she working at a call center, you expect her ass to go in the aux so that she can text you, call you back. And mind you, it's a pager, right? She ain't pager. She ain't got no fucking cell phone.
They call you right back.
Call you. No, calm your
You
ass
better call from the MCI line. You can hit that 9 and get out and call out.
Thirsty ass. So thirsty is what the name of the song should be.
And my thing is, like, I'm assuming this is in the middle of the week, right? Not on the weekend.
Not a weekend. Unless she got to work on it. Unless she got that split shift, she got to work on Saturdays. She worked 10 days straight and had 3 days off.
Mm.
Yeah, she worked them.
What if she's a lady tonight, though?
Well, then.
Why she? I mean, I just feel like when you're a lady of the night, what time does that shift start?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, no, he's hating on her working. Like it's 9 o'clock. I'm home alone. You out in the streets working.
But do ladies of the night, do you start? I feel like 9 o'clock is too early. I feel like that's when they wake up so they can get ready to go out and be out in the night.
Yeah, that's like before you clock in.
That's what I think. I feel like 9 o'clock is too early to be a lady.
Or it could be those early day strippers. The strippers that do the lunch shift.
I always wanted to go to the strip club during the day. And
you've never been to a strip club during the day. It's an amazing thing, though.
I've never been during the day.
If like in general, I would tell people I don't like strip clubs at all. But if you just want to go just have a drink, and that's the coolest time to go. If you don't go during the day.
Okay.
There's probably a bunch of businessmen there too, right?
Yep.
I bet.
And it's real chill. You want it all, like, it ain't nothing crazy going on. You can get you a drink, get you a nice little meal. If you want to get down like that, it's
nice place for gentlemen.
Yes. Yes. So, Stacey, I'm not going to let you rock with the new edition. You're My Kind of Lover. You're My Kind of Lover is that You're Not My Kind of Lover is an amazing song.
I hate it here.
Stacey, you've always hated that song, or is it like did it take you a minute to?
I don't think I hated it when it came out, right? I think just
dancing.
I think one day, right, I was too busy dancing and not really tripping. And I think one day it was on in the background and you just kind of hear the words and like the lyrics. You're like, wait a minute, the fuck? Oh, absolutely not. So you just kind of get to that point. Like, I think most songs, we don't know that they're trash initially. Just as time goes on and you hear them again, it hits you like, this song is dog trash.
Disagree, Stacey. Disagree. I think it's an amazing song. For all the true players out there, you understand. Even for our true player, women, men, whoever, you understand that song.
I didn't even think about it. I got to go back and just listen to that whole Any Heartbreak album.
Oh, that's the best album they've had. Hands down. All right, Scott, let us know where to get you up at, my man.
Hit me at Facebook at Scott Hilliard, Instagram, Cool Ass Scott. All that, man.
Stacey, where can they hit you up at? Where can I'm forwarding you this email too. Where can your admirer? Can he get your like personal email or something now?
Is he still gonna be in that waiting room?
I do not respond to inboxes or DMs or emails to people I don't know. So I actually don't even monitor that email that's attached to that Instagram. Like, it's available, but I don't look at it. So Stacey Adams, Stacey with the E, Adams with the Z, all one word. That is on the Twitters, that is on the Instagram, that's on YouTube, and the Bookface.
All right. Thank y'all for listening.
I don't remember.
You got a TikTok?
I think I made it just like, it was more or less, let me get in and let me save and let me get this username in case at some point.
Oh, good point. Okay.
So that's kind of what that was, but I don't know how to use that's the real auntie in me, is that I don't know how to use TikTok.
It's really to block your domain, your brand of what your names on stuff.
Yeah, just like, let me go and make sure that the brand that is taken care of. Like, cause I was late on Snapchat. I couldn't get my name on Snapchat.
Yeah, I didn't get mine on Snapchat either.
So, but it's fine. I don't use Snapchat no way.
I mean, does people really use Snapchat like that?
I think some people do. I use Snapchat. They made that update a couple of years ago, and I haven't figured it out since then. Like, once that update happened, I was like, I don't know where shit is. So I use it to take pictures of filters. And then I save those filtered pictures and I post them other places. I don't know. I have no idea how to navigate Snapchat, and I just really don't care to find out. It's least of my concerns at all.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, thank y'all for listening to the episode. As always, we will be back next week, 2 weeks. All right, y'all.
All right.